In the last video, I did show you how to navigate when you are in command prompt. So I'll just kind of quick review. We need to use the dir command on a Windows system to get a listing of your files and folders that are in the current directory, the active directory. If you look in the learning log directory, we don't have all that much. We have a dot, we have two dots, and then we have the learning log environment directory. The dot represents our current directory. The two dots represent the parent directory that is above us. And you all know about the learning log environment. That is our virtual directory. Anytime you want to change into a directory, if it is a directory that is inside learning log, like the learning log environment, it's just cd and the name of the directory. Okay, and then we key in dir, and you can see we've got additional directories, and we have a dot, which now represents the learning log environment. And then we have two dots, which is the parent directory, which is learning log. So if I want to go up to learning log, I have to do a cd, a space, and two dots. Okay, now I'm at learning log. If I want to go from learning log to CIT228, it's just cd, space, and two dots. So you can navigate up or down, and you can display the contents of your directory. So all of that is pretty important when you're working in the command prompt, because it's important that you understand where you are in this whole structure and where you need to be. And you need to know how to get from one location to another. Now we're going to take a look at one more thing. So let's do cd learning log, dir, and we'll go into our learning log environment. Okay, in this little graphic, you'll notice I have learning log, learning log. We don't have that yet. We actually have to execute a couple commands before we get to that point. Okay, and when we get to that point, we'll take a look at the files. Right now, where we're at this point is, we've got our learning log environment with our include directory, our library, and our scripts. So what we're going to do next is we're going to make sure that we are in the learning log directory. So I got to go up a level. And let me clear the screen so I'm up at the top. And then we are going to create a project inside this directory. And the command that we need to use is Django-admin space startup or start project space learning underscore log space, and then we need a dot. The dot is super important because it affects our entire structure. Things will not work down the road if we forget to add the dot. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and key in that command. You want to make sure you are in CIT228 and learning log. And I'm just keying it in very carefully. And you'll notice I did include the dot at the end. Okay, and again, it looks like it doesn't do anything, but let's go ahead and do the dir command. And now that learning log folder that we were just looking at has been created. So let's change directories and take a look at it. So this little subdirectory, so we've got our main learning log folder. Inside that, we have another learning log folder. Okay, that folder was just created when we executed start project. So this subdirectory has a settings Python file, a URLs Python file, and it's also got an init file. In addition to the WSGI file, which is short for Web Server Gateway Interface. We will be working with the URLs file uh, because that file is used to navigate within our app. That's the primary one that we will be changing. The other ones, it's just kind of nice to know that they're there. The settings file controls how Django interacts with your system and it manages your project. And the other one, as I mentioned, is the web server gateway interface.